Okay guys, today's video is going to be a simulation. What if Phil Kessel was still a member of the Toronto Maple Leafs? This takes forever to load. Alright, we'll go into edit lines, show you guys what I'm working with, and then I'm going to hit best lines. It leaves Marner on the first line. I don't think they would play together, so I'm going to switch Nylander up, and then take Kadri, move him down, and put Bozak up to the original line, and then I'm actually going to swap Kessel and Nylander. And then defense, same old shit defense that the Leafs have, might be better this year, no one really knows. And then power play, leave it at that. And hopefully things are going to work out good for us. I'm not a big Phil Kessel fan, but a lot of Leafs fans were. I thought he was lazy. It really pissed me off how he played against Boston for, 4 years or whatever it was, until finally that playoff series he actually was good. And we're starting off this simulation and the Leafs fucking suck. Like, clearly he was no help to this team whatsoever. 2-10, like, wow, I can't get over this. I'm simulating January 1st right now, and I can't see us turning this around by then. There's no way. But we did beat the Habs. That hasn't happened for a couple of years. I think it's 13 straight losses to them, which I'm really hoping that someone will break this year. And I know we beat them 5-0 last night, but like, that's irrelevant because it's preseason hockey and Montreal wasn't playing Price, and he is the centerpiece of that team for sure. And 16, 20, and 4 on January 1st. I don't know what it is, but I hope this happens for other people, but my game is really slow when it comes to stopping the simulations. The other day, me and my buddy were doing a draft, and after the draft, sim to re-sign stage took about 25 minutes, and we eventually just were like, it's not frozen, so we can't exit it out, it's not saved. And now January 1st, we are in 6th place in the Atlantic Division with 36 points. We'll look at the stats, see what the story tells. Phil Kessel's leading the team with 35 points, and he's a +1. Austin Matthews is 7 points behind with 28. Nylander right behind him. A lot of minuses on this team. Patrick Marleau not having a good season for the Leafs. On the, defensive side of things, he's got 14 points, which, that's what we want from him. Morgan Rielly hasn't scored a goal yet, and it's January. And, Martin Brinson is a -2. I believe he has the best plus-minus next to Phil Kessel. That guy sucks. He has bricks for feet. And for some reason, Mike Babcock believes in him. But who am I to say anything? I'm sitting home playing NHL right now. Freddie Anderson, 13-15-2. 1 shutout. 905 save. 283 goals against average. That's not good. Oh well. What can I say? I'm a Leafs fan. I'm disappointed, but I'm used to it. Anyways, I'm going to continue my simulation right on to the end. I think it's April 8th or something like that. Yeah, April 8th. And right off the bat, we get a win from the Lightning, but things don't really look like they're going to pick up. You pick up a win in OT, a few losses, shutout, another loss, a win, and hopefully we can turn things around. I just don't see them making the playoffs. And get a couple wins in a row and, lost. That's like 5-0 to the Rangers. That's a bad loss to take. But what can you do? And a 7-1 to Columbus. That's a stinger. But, what can I say? See, right here, that trade block thing is coming up, I believe. And it takes a while. And there's nothing I can do about it. And right now, there's actually an Irving truck outside my house. And I don't know if this is picking it up. But I have a Blue Yeti, and it picks up everything. Like, window shut in the room, window open, like, across the house, and it's picking up this truck, fueling up the neighbor's propane tank. Like, seriously? Like, I wanted a good microphone, but clearly it's too good. But, anyways, Matt Irwin, Yannick Weber for Joffrey Lupul and Dominic Moore. It's not that bad of a trade. It's getting rid of Lupul, but we don't really need it, and definitely not going to make the playoffs. But I like to see was what happens with Lupul's medical, because that guy, he was good in like 2012, and he got hurt, and then ever since then he's been pretty much worthless to us. And wow, we turned it around. We are now 500. We're above 500, and we definitely did not make the playoffs, which is rather disappointing. And I made a video, and Phil Kessel he probably led the team in scoring, which we're going to check out now. He probably didn't do much else, but Boston first, Montreal, Tampa, and actually that's kind of cool that only 3 teams made it, and Detroit had 90 points, so it was close. Now I'm going to check that out right after I look at the stats. Phil Kessel actually put up 74 points. But, wow, 35 goals, 39 assists, Nylander, 69 points. Wow, talk about getting a contract extension, because this is the year to prove himself, if he's going to make that big money or not. And if he gets 69 points, the Leafs are going to have to pay him at least a minimum of $6 million, and I don't even want to think about what they're going to pay this guy. And anyways, looking down through the list, lots of minuses. Clearly defense needs some work for the Leafs. And Martin Marincin is a 0. He must not have played. Is there like a way I can look at how much time this guy had on the ice all year? Average time on ice per game, 13 minutes. That's 12 minutes too much for that guy, because he just turns everything over. I still am pissed off about him turning the puck over to Tom Wilson in Game 1 of the Leafs Cap Series. That's still pissing me off today. Anyways, oh yeah, team stats. I'm going to switch over to the Eastern Conference. And New York won the conference, followed by Carolina, Washington, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Boston, the Islanders, and Detroit. Oh, this game isn't clinched yet. That doesn't make sense. How's that work? They got 94 points, but they're not in. But these two are clinched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Oh, yeah, I understand now. Entire league, Edmonton, take her home. That's probably what's going to happen this season, actually. And Connor McDavid's just really, really good. And I wish he was a Maple Leaf. But I'll stick with Austin Matthews. I believe in him. He won't be ever as good as Connor McDavid, but he's good enough for me, and hopefully he's good enough for a lot of the other Leaf fans out there. Simulate the playoffs, see what the big scoop is, who's going to take it home. I'm rooting for Edmonton right now, but as long as it's not Montreal, I don't care. And the 2018 Stanley Cup champions are... Wait for the long stop stimulation. Montreal Canadiens have won the Stanley Cup playoffs. That's because I said that. Oh, season is now complete. Let's take a look at the awards. If anyone else on that team won the Conn Smythe, it's a joke. Because if Carey Price didn't carry them, I don't know who did. And so, obvious, Montreal wins the Cup. Oilers with the Presidents. And then, what? Vancouver. Wow, this game is whack. Player awards. Art Ross goes to Alex Ovechkin. Hurt Ovechkin. James Norris goes to Duncan Keith for the first time in 4 years. Lady Bing, Patrick Kane. Calder to Clayton Keller. Conn Smythe. Actually, you know what? I completely forgot about him. He could, like Drouin. I like the guy. I watched him play a couple times in Charlottetown with the Mooseheads. He's a real good player, and I just really hope he can turn his career around because, yeah, last year that looked pretty bad with him in Tampa Bay, but like when he did play, he was good and he was dominant, and I just don't think that's going to solve Montreal's problems bringing him in because Galchenyuk can't play center and neither can Drouin. I don't think, like, yeah, he played in junior, but like, I guess Joe Thornton's on the way out, but like him matching up compared to Joe Thornton or Jeff Carter or like even Jonathan Taves, players like that, like strong as an ox and great in the face-off dot. How is he gonna compare to that? And considering he hasn't played in like 2 or 3 years, like I don't think playing center is the exact same as riding a bicycle, but you can't just stop for a long time and then get back on one and keep going. Vezina, Bobrovsky, second in a row, down. Tuukka wins to Jennings. And the Masterton goes to Dalton Prout on the New Jersey Devils. The Selke to Claude Giroux, that's cool. I'd like to see him win that. He's a good player, 200-foot player, and you know what? He will drop a shoulder if he's in the mood. Ovechkin with Ted Lindsay, and he definitely won the Maurice Richard because I don't know who's going to win it. And then basically, yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully that Irving truck wasn't too annoying. And also, like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.